La 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 la. So we'll see how much this is complete trash. I suspect that YouTube is now sitting there going, "Oh my goodness, I think there's a stream. Would you like to be live?" And like, I feel like I've kind of told it that I would like that. Oh, look at that. It says it's live. Is it? Is it though? You know, it could be. It could be. It says enable auto start. We're learning. My goodness. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we're going to pretend like that's functional. And I'm just going to go ahead and run some background, which is ridiculously quiet for me. All right. I don't actually want mine's reflection here. So I am working with an incredibly small grid here, and I don't have any way of like reducing the size of the space. What's my cursor even doing? Oh, you can't even see my cursor over there. Wow. Isn't that special? Anyway, so this giant pattern thing, this giant like list of stacks and things, I can't make that any smaller to give myself more room on the grid, but it is what it is. And what's happening here is that OBS is a delightful program that does not want us to be happy. So I'm going to go ahead and initialize the stack with a 1. Then we're going to do some nested statements because I kind of want to have, I want to do 1 and then I want to add 1. We're just going to try making a simple counter here. Now I should add some sort of comparison there, but we're just going to try making a loop. Hey Sharker6, how are you? Next up, I've been 45 minutes. Okay, I want to repeat, excuse you, I want to repeat that, and we're going to execute it. Nice. Oh, good, good, good. So you are ready to program happiness. I still want a wallpaper mod because it's really annoying that in order to make your walls pretty, you have to do giant things. Okay, so that all goes in there. Then we're gonna go here, and this is where the thing breaks. We're going to repeat that, and then we do this, excuse you. And we do this. I'm not leaving any sort of break in here. Okay, so it got mad at me. Why did it get mad at me? Garbage. Incorrect iota. So that says incorrect iota, but that says Hermes. Yep, what's up? You even hear me? Everything's so broken. Okay. This is like weirdly stressful music for this wrong one. Wrong. Stressful. Okay. So theoretically what we've got going on here is that we add one, we copy that to the stack and add one. Then there must be something else I need to do with this. A good way of learning coding? I have no idea. I signed up to take like a Java coding class, and the process of getting the IDE to work was like, my brain couldn't handle it at the time. I've done like the tier 1 create hello world thing for a couple of languages, but they're all basically the same one because like basic and C and C plus or whatever are basically the same. So yeah, I'm sorry, no idea. I mean, I would say that like the things that I have been able to do with programming have come about because they've like find somebody who's almost doing what you want and take a look at what they did with their code and then use that. You know, like, I feel like I've got some other browser open. I don't even want. Because like if you can look at like how that can give you an idea of like the sort of commands that you're wanting to look at, and then from there you can kind of also especially when you're working with something like Cube.js or whatever, like Qb, I don't know how to pronounce it. They actually have really good documentation, and they're like, okay, so here's like when you want to like change the enchantments an item can take or whatever. You can just go to their wiki and put an enchant, and it gives you an idea. So this didn't work at all. All right, let's be. We're gonna disable. Oh, that doesn't even work. The thing is, I don't know if this is not working because, like, I'm having this, like, cursed thing. Alright, so in the stack, we get a 1. Then we write another one into a list. Yeah. Into their world. So I want to copy that to the page. I think the problem is I'm not getting that initial one is not actually populating through to where I want it to be. Oh yeah, no, my one of my old gaming buddies has been running that for a while, and then when she was bringing in hex casting, she was like, I know somebody who knows hex casting. He's such a sweetie. It's kind of a fun thing. I'm clearly outclassed in that group. I have not done like improv-y things in so long. Hi Anna. I'm trying to make like a test while loop here, and I'm not sure how to do it. So what I want to end up getting onto the stack. See, this one just being here on the stack doesn't actually help me. That's my next step. Okay, let's step this forward one more. It comes there and we come out of here and we repeat all of that, which is good. See, I want it to shoot. I need this Hermes to actually be out of there. Java, Korean. Oh, nice. I only vaguely remember like Anya Haseo, and that. Nope, I've forgotten. I used to know Butterfly as well. I can like read English that's written in Korean, which isn't very useful, although it does make it kind of amusing when you get packaging and you like realize that like it says like, I don't know, like desk chair, right, in English, and then you like sound out the Korean and the Japanese, and they're both like variants on desk chair, and you're like, interesting. I really would have expected that they would have like called it like the actual language's word for it. But like, nope, yeah, we wrote it out in an alphabet that they can read. Close enough. So fun. Yeah, my mom. I don't know where in Korea she went, but she was there for one of her like National Guard things. And she went to. Actually, maybe I'm misremembering. I may be conflating two stories. I know for sure she went to Turkey and Panama. I should have both checked with her if she's actually been to Korea. Like, I feel like that's one that she went to, but it's also that we could have just learned Korean because she wanted us to also do an Asiatic language. Yeah, I actually learned the sound for or the shape for the sound in Korean the same day that I learned it in English, because we went to like a little Korean language school back when I was in kindergarten. Color magenta, that's a good one. I don't know. See, like one of the problems I want to do this, but I don't know how to set up something to test this. And this is where like having a programming example where I could have like something that like almost does what I want to kind of give the framework. Because what I would like to have happen, I need to initialize this. Okay, I need to move this into here. We're going to pop this inside. Excuse you, would you like to listen? Oh, you just need like a invitation. Change places. Oh my gosh. Move. Can I re-enable? I can't. Okay. No, it's fine. I'm okay. I'm not having all kinds of. Why? Why are you like this? See, I can't just capture Chrome, because if I try, it shows nothing. So I have to do this stupid browser capture and interact with it. So I'm like inside of OBS's conception of the Hex Studio program, and it's and it's bad. That's a possibility, but since both Chrome and Edge failed, like I was desperate to try Edge, kinda hesitant. I am going to just install. I have to install it first. I just have Edge on it because it came with the computer because I'm running Windows which I mean, I've warned you folks, I'm not actually good at programming. And I think the fact that I have a computer that has Windows is proof enough. Yay, let's install. Let's not read my password out loud onto the stream. Who's organized? Not me. Who's doing this anyway? Because everything is terrible and I just want to do something that's mildly interesting. What do I have copied? Nope. Okay. Dear Hex Studio, what is your address? Yay, address. Paste. Beautiful. I love myself a good privacy notification. We are gonna try not browser, you're a lie. Browser is a lie. We're going to try Windows. Firefox will or maybe I don't need all those words. Okay. Add a source. Add a source. Yep, it doesn't. It does not. Not even a little. Okay, well, it was worth trying. Yeah, because what I get with that is it's showing nothing. Here, there you guys. There you go. It's on there now. Yep, it's turned on. Yeah, I may need to update OBS or I may need to unupdate OBS. I don't know which. But it's fine. Clearly it's not. Clearly it's not fine because if it was fine. Okay, can I just grab this one and drag it up into I cannot. I set an insertion point above and that in there? Nope, okay. We're deleting everything, trying again. Alright. So inside of intro retro, we are going to initialize. No, but see, like when I go to repeat the stupid thing, it's gonna. Oh, I hate everything. All right. So basically, I want to just do. Excuse you, rude. I guess I can initialize to 0. That's fine. Whatever. I want to just do this a bunch. All right. Just so I can see how to format a while loop. But like the interior of the list is like doing its own personal little thing. I don't know how to describe it. Like it doesn't want to interact. So my thought is, right, we have this. I would like, again, we're just 0 on the stack. I would like to have this quantity use you, rude. Yeah, I want to have put one on the stack and that. I want to repeat that. Now, I can't really do. Maybe I need to put a Hermes earlier, but if I put a Hermes, then it's not available. If I duplicate it, okay, what happens if I duplicate it and send it to the bottom? Let's see what our stack looks like. Okay, so now we've got 0 and we've got this. So if we run a Hermes, do we get a +1? And now, all right, let me check the real Hex Studio and see if it knows what Hermes is. All right, Hermes is also garbage. Not enough Iotas. Oh, I don't even know how to make this go. Is it maybe because... I mean, I specifically need it to do something where, like, you have a number that starts out the stack, and then it's added to in a sequence of events. And so I think maybe the problem is that Hermes can't execute from a list. Do I need to... What if I duplicate it and then flux it? Yeah, let me try that. Let's duplicate it and then flux it out of there. Okay, what does my stack look like? So that's clearly wrong. Oh, where's this other? The 0 and 1. Okay, so this one needs to go off of the stack. I actually need to get rid of those first few I did because that's going to confuse everything. Okay. So we now have the initialization. We now have an additive and numerical, and we have that. I need to pull that 0 into. I need to pull this here. What if? Oh, good. The problem, I can't put the initialization thing in flux. I mean, I think it's a problem with OBS. I think it's a problem with how, like, I think OBS is trying to protect me from, like, showing my personal data on the computer, but the way it's doing it is by making it so I have to, like, show my entire computer screen, which to me says is more of a chance of you guys being like, look at the type of software she uses, right? Like, there's more of a chance that I'm going to, like, accidentally click something weird if I do a display capture. Plus, display capture does that really trashy, like, it's not trashy, but, like, ugly, where, like, the window goes, and it's like, I'm showing you the window, I'm showing you the window, I'm showing you, like, where OBS is, like, this, like, string across this thing. I don't know, it just feels, it's not really what I like. I have no way to initialize this stack. I need... Okay, what if Ravenmine, right? Ravenmine could help me here. So let's initialize the stack, throw it to Ravenmine, and pull it from Ravenmine for that. So I need a thingy. I know this one. It is Hugin's Gambit. Yes. No, why are you not? Okay, Hugin's Gambit, and we're going to pop you in under. We're going to do nothing of the sort because I can't. So what I'm actually trying to do with this is move a Greater Sentinel to a location that I have stored to, like, a spell book. As you pointed out, don't need that for teleporting myself, but do need that for dropping things on people. I should probably have the hex casting book open while I'm doing this. Ooh, in fact, watch this. We're gonna be fancy. Ooh. Ah. Oh, look, we're in Minecraft. Yay. And the little dots from the thing are covering it. I'm going to turn Minecraft back off after because I don't have a way to have it, like, stay on something pretty. It has to just go to the screen, and that's no fun. Index, we are going to Raven. Oh, so Raven's mine is not even... Did I not unlock it? Why do I still have locked things in a world where I've eaten the thing? Ravenmine. Is Ravenmine... Surely Ravenmine is part of basic hexcasting. Types, add a... I mean, the Sorabon would do it, but we're just gonna do this all with just... There we go. Okay. Hugin's removes it from the stack. Stores it there until I stop casting the hex, which would be perfect. 1 second. Which would be perfect, but except I think I need to put both... I think I need to put both my initial location and my final location into Raven's Mine to do this, because I think I need more than one instance of both. But at least Hugin's is right. Alright. Thank you for your participation, Minecraft. I appreciate you so much. Now, I can't drag anything around. Can I drag these guys, like, below Hugin's? No, like, this doesn't let you rearrange things. So, from the top, we are going to put a 0 on. Can I just put that there? No, alright. From the top. Then Hugin's. You know, or not. Then, beautiful, introspection, the number 1, addition, intro 1 did it. Then we go ahead and we copy that and we throw, hold on, we're copying that. No, this is no good. Oh, well, close enough, whatever. We'll get it going. We do flocks. Okay, beep, beep. All right, now we're all caught up. And on the stack, we have, perfect. We have, the top of the stack has additive numerical. Since it's additive, it doesn't matter where that 0 goes, so we can just do a, who's Hugin's little buddy? Munin? Munin. Yahoo! So we're gonna do a Munin, which throws our 0 back on the stack, and then we just visit. I'm gonna need to do subtractions later though, so this is not gonna be good, but that's okay. And we can't add it. Why can't we add that? Is it because numerical reflection 1 didn't actually put a numerical reflection on the stack? Like, if it doesn't, if that doesn't write a 1 to the stack, then what is the point of anything in life? All right, let's go to the real example here. Nope, you're a picture. All right, I'm going to just, you can't see this. I'm literally just throwing a numerical 1 on into intro retro and then floxing it. And then just seeing what my stack looks like. See, that's pulling out a symbol. It's not pulling out a number. If I make a list, let's see if I can do it here. Okay, so it does behave the same that the normal says, fine. If I do inside of an introspection retrospection pair, if I do a 1 1 add, oops, rude, 1 1 add, and then I go here and I execute it, we get a 2. So if all the numbers are already inside of the same list, it behaves appropriately, which is beautiful. But I can't get both of the numbers in the same list because I need one of those numbers to not change. Like, the whole point of this is, I don't want to. The fact that I can't work with what's already on the stack by putting a list onto it and then executing the list is really holding me back here. That makes 2 of us. Probably 3. It should be so simple. Because, okay. I'm trying to lie to hex casting, essentially. I'm trying to say, make a pattern that, like, repeats a pattern. And then that whole set, including repeating the pattern, repeat that. So that you get this sort of, like, infinite loop going. Which, I mean, I understand not wanting to let you do that, but I haven't even gotten to the point where it is trying to. No, but that's just it, so thoughts is great when you know how many times you want to do thoughts. It's not great when you would need to do thoughts like a random number between like 30 and 700 or whatever it is. I mean, 700 is probably exaggerating because it's not going to be loaded in. Okay, I'm hiding. I'm back here, Minecraft. That's good. So, thoughts takes a list of patterns, right? Like, in my example, it takes, that's not going to work. Right, it takes a list of patterns, adding one to something, and then does it to another list. And so, like, getting, adding 1 to those is going to just result in 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 2 is 0 plus 1 is 2. Let me a second. I will answer in one. Let me get this set up right to do it. I need let me progress. Okay. Okay. Suffering. Deep suffering. Oh. And here's the thing. I don't remember this as well as the people who are actually good at it. It's so annoying. Like, so many times of having an entire screen full of symbols and then having to erase them all and start over. But so Thoths doesn't have a good way to say, do this thing until it stops, which is why I was hoping to say, like, take the location of my sentinel, take some goal location. We'll just use my location. Take where my sentinel currently is, take my goal location, take the difference of those, and then, oops, let's try that again. Yes, that is a good question. How do I know everything? And check and see whether this distance between where it is and where we want it to be, check and see if that's within 8. No, well, okay, so now if we divide by 8, that's going to give us how many times we would need to run Thoths. But, like, that's not... So we have two parts of what's going on. The first part of it I actually already know. Which is to say... And we're just, again, going to use this because it's really easy to get. Right. So... the difference between those... No, but getting the how many times to run Thoths, like, there's no good way to make it run Thoths. And we don't actually specifically want it to run 8 blocks. We want it to run... let me see here. That's the difference between them. So, yep, that's good. And we're going to keep doing the length verification backwards because I apparently really want to do square roots or something. We actually want to take the root. So this, and then this is what we actually multiply by 8 because this is going to give us a vector in the right direction. Okay. And we are multiplying that. All right. So we actually want, in order to get things like as even as possible, we actually want to move the sentinel this much. We want to move the sentinel this much each time. And if we copy this over real quick, just so we keep a hold of it, and length purify it, like you'll see that actually is 8, right? So I am actually moving 8 blocks, but like we want to move it 8 blocks along a path. But the thing is, I need a way to test that's... I need a way to test when the sentinel gets to where we want it to be. I mean, so, okay, obviously we can throw... Maybe not obviously. People who know this stuff will be like, oh, and then you just... And you don't just. Right, so you want to throw this into... So you want to throw that back into there. I need to keep that bottom one a second time so we get to duplicate it. Right? So I basically want, every time it's running iteration, I want to grab another copy of that. Then we get to rearrange this little goldfish cracker mess, right? So I want to have this, I want to keep a copy of this vector movement. I want that always to be available. Now, throwing that into Raven's Mind would be awesome. It's just that if I'm now... I mean, it's a good idea for the testing. No, Munin just pulls it out as many times as you want. So... But is throwing the vector combination in there that makes sense, or is throwing the updated position... I can get the updated position of the sentinel because that's where it actually physically is. Let's go ahead and put that in Raven Mind. I hate everything. Life is too complicated. Let me just what do I have in here? Anything good? I have a number. Fancy. Okay, well, I'm not gonna have a number anymore now. I'm sure that was an important number, but it's fine. We're just gonna. Okay, let's clean that up. Awesome. Sure. All right. Yep. Okay. I did not need to save that other one. That's okay. All right. We're gonna read this, and then we're gonna Munins, which I totally remember. It's our counter Huygens, actually. We're gonna Huygens, which is our counterclockwise buddy. Little goldfish cracker. Nope, I've already forgotten. Hexel is so nice. I'm dealing without Hexel in the world where I'm supposedly actually good at magic, and I want to cry. Alright. Beautiful. So now we have apparently a giant reminder of what's in our Raven mine. I love that. I love that so much. Alright. Now we can clear the stack. And Munins should still have that. Munins should still have it. Why is my phone bingling at me? I do not want my phone to bingle at me. Bingling is no good. Oh, come on! The hot sauce has white vinegar in it. No. It only lasts as long as the spell is I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I will, but like, not today. Today, I will just... I don't even know. Alright. Oh, come on. I guess that was good, because I didn't really want that one to be erased. Okay, so in the course of doing our spell, we got this information. I'm so proud of us. Look at us, getting information. And then we made it into a pretty little... Look, it's a little raven. Oops, I did it wrong. Hold on, how do I make it go right? It's a... That's not it at all. I need to bend that first entrance thing. Okay. Excuse you. We need a little tail, and then we need to go around our little birdie head. Yes, that's a much better raven. Good job, Raven. Tell everybody the secrets. Alright. So we obtained that through our calculations, and then the spell saves it to Raven Mine. We then want to take... I want to take where the Sentinel currently is. I want to take the Sentinel where the Sentinel currently is. I assume that Munins is just backwards. If it isn't, I'm going to be really sad because I'm going to run out of room on the stack. One... Please. I'm going to just double check that because life is better. So... How is this different than me? I'm so confused. Because you can't mirror it, you can only rotate it. Alright, so I am doing it wrong. Yep, alright. So we'll just clear that one out. And then we'll just do a little Munaruni. Look at our little birdies. Oh. And then we're going to add it. And here's where it gets fun, because obviously I'm going to have to actually get the proper thing in there, but we'll just do it for right now. Read that in. And we execute it. Okay, so now we've theoretically moved Sentinel. And if we check the location is different than it was before. We basically have to do Huygen add, Huygen add, Huygen add, Huygen add. You know, Huygen add, summon, Huygen add, summon, Huygen add, summon. A whole bunch of times. Actually, in fact, what we need to do is... we can do the Sentinel first. It doesn't matter what order we do those in. Like, it's addition is forgiving. So we want to grab that, and then we're going to do Hugin. Not like that, we won't do Hugin. Yeah, okay, there we are. Sentinel, Hugin, add it to the place. And we're going to throw they feed and integration distillation. All right. So that's a lovely little pattern, and we'll even make our lives even better. We'll throw that into. All right. So now, if we have the Raven Mine stored to the right thing, we can like repeatedly. No, what do you mean it's not? What do you mean it's not associated with any action? You stupid game! You're supposed to read it and write to the. Don't you even? Oh no! Because the artifact is just it doesn't have a Huygens in it because Huygens is on the on the right spellbook page. I'm pretty sure. How do I even see that? Yeah, this is right. The problem is I can't use a casting device for it because it doesn't actually have the Huygens. I can do like this. Okay, now it's mad at me. Oh, because I drew something wrong. After all of that, I managed to draw Munins. Okay. I hate everything. Let me show you. Let me show you a thing. Do you see this Sorobon reflection? It will let you just count. It probably won't be, but if it is, I'll be glad to see you. Right, like you can just count. Happy little counter. So with that, you could literally just say, "Hey, count how many times this needs to happen," and then do it. I may say just. So normally in computers, should is the curse word in computers. Normally, it should do this, right? That's you're doomed. You're doomed, and everything is terrible. In hex casting, programming. Oh, you just. I'm like, I literally saw my mother. I saw my mother when she's annoyed at people. Don't I'm raking those. Okay. I'm fixing those now. You know what? I have a theory. Here. Let's see here. We're going to do this thing too. And then this. You love the thing. You replace. All right. Oh, it's got some sort of stupid animation. 1 second. Is it a resource pack that's doing the stupid animation? Oh no! What is making it do that? Also, why don't I have my pretties in here? I want pretties. This isn't. I can't. This has ruined my thinking lava. Burning to death ruins my thinking lava. Okay, well, sad. Maybe a thinking horse. Let's try a thinking horse. Horse spawning. There we are. And a saddle. Just in case I want to steer it. Actually, that's unnecessary. Thinking horses don't need saddles. Who's a good horse? I need to paint it, so let's make it a little bit. Alright. Well, I wanted to try doing a loop to move a greater sentinel to a gold location, but all the things I need to do to test it don't work because when you clear your stack, Raven's Mine clears, and when you clear and you put a list in, hit hint. There we go. Okay, now that we have a thinking horse. It's a good horse. We can sit on it. I can't even do thinking lava in this pack. It's so bad. Alright. You're also being traumatized by the music being really aggressive. Alright. Yeah, it's a thought. Because eventually I would like to have, instead of having like a instead of having a hardwired location, I would like to be able to have this be the location entry that we then go to. But we can't do that yet, so if I clear the stack, I get off of the horse. My life is a burden. Okay. Anyway. You're a good horse. Let me send you what I would think. Alright. So I've got a series of patterns that is going to get me what I want to put into Raven's Mine, which is specifically how far the Sentinel needs to move to the direction the Sentinel needs to move 8 blocks towards a final goal location. And what I really would like, so my eventual goal on this is, I have a set of coordinates that I have stored, and I can now move my Greater Sentinel to that location from wherever I happen to be, and then say, hey, everybody who's living in that area, have some strength, or have some poison, or I can do, basically I can get that Sentinel into place, so I can then cast the spell at the Sentinel, which actually brings up another point. If you cast a spell while you have a Greater Sentinel deployed, does the spell cast in both places? Because, that feels dangerous. Hey, I'm mining now, and I forgot that I put my Sentinel up at my house. And now I'm, breaking blocks and throwing down lights, just kind of wherever I am, and also around the Sentinel. Right? It seems dangerous. Because how does... I really should actually test that. You know what? That seems easier to test. I'm going to test it. We've got a... Yeah, I get that. I'm just going to go ahead and put the Sentinel here just so I can, Oh, you're right, you do need a coordinate. No, you need a coordinate to cast the Sentinel. You don't need a coordinate to... That's a very good question. I don't think you need something to... I'm very unsure here. Nothing is working how I think it would. Okay, so we got our little glowing icosahedron of happiness. And then we clear that. And we go like this. I mean, that can't be the case because I've been doing spells and it wasn't randomly casting things. Yeah, no, so it should be. You're right. It should be fine. Of course, that means I don't know how to actually count anything with the Sentinel. Okay, I do still need a coordinate, but that's okay. Okay, yes. We're fine. I just overthought myself into sadness again. Okay. So if I have the Sentinel placed, I can use the Sentinel's coordinate. That's a good question. You know what? Let's find out. And that actually might be... Well, no, because the thing is... That Locate Sentinel, the Locate Sentinel is only for... Like, you see that Locate Sentinel? It's only going to find one. So, I mean, I could also just kind of... I'm thinking if I put down a regular Sentinel, that it's going to just erase the one that I currently have. Yeah, it just replaced our Greater Sentinel with a regular Sentinel. Which is, it's fine. I just... Not what I currently need, because I need something where I can cast it. Alright. So you're right. You do need coordinates. Like, you're not gonna be able to break a block from that, but anything where you go take a location, You know, if you go take a location, excuse you, rude, take a location, take an area around that location, and then, like, as a chemical place, and then, like, detect the living entities around it. I apparently detected animals. I thought I was going to be detecting living things, but yeah, so the horse came over, so that was good. Good horse. Right, so actually, I mean, I was kind of in ambit there, but, you know, for being able to execute things outside of my ambit, the Sentinel gives you like an 8-block range. So let me calculate. Let me do the thing where I need to actually move this thing. So I want the starting location of the Sentinel. And I'm just going to work on a pattern and a thing that teleports it to me, because that's a really good way to easy way to put a vector on the stack. Maybe I can always put 0, 0, 0 on the stack. 0, 0, 0 is like something I can see. Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna make a spell that moves a Sentinel to me, because that'll be fine. So then we're gonna take the difference between those. Okay. I need the difference between those to be on the stack again. Probably. But I mean, like, this is literally just a test thing and then we're going to end up replacing this with, like, we're going to see how many times we need to actually put this on the stack, and use that to kind of control what we're doing. Because then if we only need it, depending on how many times we need it on the stack, we can maybe do, like, the bookkeep, we can do embedded Iotas, and it could be good. Yeah. Alright, I currently have the difference between the vectors. So I now have, on the stack, we have 2 copies of the path the Sentinel needs to take. Sentinel can only move 8 blocks at a time, because that's just the way it lives. Now, we need to take that length of it, and so now we're going to divide the total distance it needs to go. We're going to divide the vector quantity of how it needs to go by the length it needs to go, which will give us, like, our actual. It'll be easier if you can actually see the stack, but we're just going to go with it. So I need to do division distillation. Cool. All right. I have the total length it needs to go. I have that. I have. Did I just mess that up? I think I did. I no longer have the total length it needs to go on the stack. What I have on the stack is like an even division of that length. Then I need to multiply that by 8. And I need to put this result into Hugin. And Hugin is our happy little bird friend who starts off this way. Okay. So if I cast this, I'm going to save that. I don't even know what page I'm on. Here, page 1. All right, we'll write that to page 1. Right. So if I now cast this, we should get some sort of little number thrown into the Raven Mine. So we read that and we cast it. Okay, cool. And we got a number on the Raven Mine. Beautiful. The second part of this is going to be, we need our other little birdie friend. Okay, excuse you, let me give you a beak. Munin, Hugin and Munin. Munin's going to read it back out. And then we are going to get where the Sentinel is and add those together. And we're going to resummon the Sentinel to that new place. Integration. Cool. And we'll throw that onto page 2 of the spellbook, because then that way I don't have to think so hard. And we'll write that in. All right. Okay. So, in part 1 of our spell, so this is going to redo the calculation every time, which, like, works, but is also stupid. Because I actually just need the second half of this to repeat whenever I need it. And that's, like, the whole thing I'm trying to work on is figure out how do I make this second section repeat until the Sentinel is in the location that I've specified. Oh. Because, like, right now I have a thing where I can just, like, I don't even. I'm also pretty sure that if I do integration distillation at this point, life is terrible. So let's just confirm. Sure. You know, it's okay. I don't need to draw symbols that mean anything. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. How do I make that not do that? I flux both of them and I disintegrate both of them with flux and integrate and rewrite the entire stack into a list by getting the length purification and then flux. Like, I literally don't know how to make that not be terrible. Yeah, just for fun, we're going to pretend like flux would actually be. Oh. Wow. Yeah, what the heck? It's okay. I can just do that again and everything will be fine. Yeah, I wanted all the symbols to go to the end, not the list to go to the end, which means I used the wrong thing. I need like a stack manipulation here. Where's my stack? Oh, I don't have stack manipulation. Stack manipulation. I want to know how big the stack is because I don't feel like calculating things. Oh, you're not even going to give me. There's nothing to tell you how many things are currently on the stack. Oh, addition? Okay, cool. I'll do that then. 1. I forgot they actually made it easier, didn't they? And that. And then we just add. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, goodness. What is that? All right. So this is literally going to, like, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to go to page 3. It's not right. It's messy. It's ugly. It's terrible. It's good. Cool. So now I've done it backwards. I did the stupid thing backwards. If my goal is to go to block 10 and I'm at block 0, I want block 10 minus block 0, which means that this was written exactly backwards. Yeah. I need the goal location first in this whole mess. Okay. I could just rewrite the whole thing now. Oh my goodness. I know there's a way to switch these around without it being absolute awfuliness. It's like 0. I need to replace like 0 through 2 with something. Okay, let's go to list manipulation because life is too complicated for me. What is it? It is exciser's list number. No, we're not removing it. I need a replacement thing. Yeah, worst comes first with us. Singles, vacant, additive, derivative, selection. Sublist. Right? The Swizzle Gambit for getting... Well, okay, question. Hold on. So when we do rotation gambits, like, it's affecting... it only affects the top iota of the stack, which actually means, here's what I need to do. It actually would be easier to rewrite all of these, and rewriting them would actually be good practice, but it's okay. So we're going to do this. Then I need to actually I did not actually want to do that. I need that flat. Okay. Excuse you, rude. But hey, this is why we put things in spell books, right? Or thought nuts or whatever. I could actually flip the list, pull it, but we're going to... Yes, I mean, I could do that, but we actually want to do a list manipulation. We are going to we're going to retrograde it with... That looks surprisingly block breaking like. Is this the right one? So it is, okay. So we're going to reverse it. Then we're going to... I need to remove, like... Okay. I need to move like 3 of them, so that'll be fine. Well, yeah, I'll do derivation. So we're derivation. And flip it around. I've already forgotten which way around derivation goes. I think it's like this. We'll hope it's right. Yep. Okay. I'm almost there. Almost there. And one last derivation. Well, yeah, I think it's lemma codes. You're thinking Swindler's Gambit. Yeah, which it does use those codes. You're correct. Lemur? Alright. So now we've got that. I need to have just gonna throw these on there. Alright, I need this to come second. I'm at location. I need my goal thing is going to have to subtract my current thing. So we'll grab our current thing. We grab our current thing. Then we grab... I have to do this backwards. So we're going to do the location-y one first. Don't have to. I literally could have just done this, rewritten all of this, but you know, it's... Yeah, how nice it would be to just have an eraser or a backspace key. I have a splicing table in this world. I didn't need to do any of this. Oh my gosh, I hate everything. Okay. And we'll just flip that around. And now we've got our list with that in the right order. So we'll go ahead and write it to the spell book. We'll clear out our thing. Okay, so now, yeah, that comes closer to us. Yeah, it moves in our direction 8 blocks at a time. Woo! It's so scary. Ah! Ah! It's coming for me. Ah! Okay. And now I've like lost it. Oh, there's. Yeah, well, there's a undo. There's a cancel. There isn't a like remove it from your grid so you actually have room. Yee! I'm like unnecessarily proud of this. It doesn't do what I need it to, but we've got to start. Yeah, but it doesn't delete it. It literally just like it like cancels it. Right? Like, I mean, I know you know, but I'm just demonstrating in case somebody very confused has persisted through this entire hour. Nobody has, but just in case. I've literally forgotten how it goes. Hold on. Consideration is like this, which means... Is it this way? Nope. That was nothing. I've totally not making any use of that one. Okay. Now what is it? It is like this, I think. Yeah, so it just kind of says, yeah, that one didn't happen. Yeah, all right. So I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy we've got that. But then, like... Oh. You know, one of these days I'll remember how to do Scribe's Reflection and Scribe's Gambit in the order I want them to do, and I won't run the risk of erasing all of my spells. Eee. Okay, so... I actually want that first part of the spell to be an Embedded Iota. Okay, so as I was saying, after I so very carefully made sure that my spellbook would be protected and I could not hurt it by accidentally writing things wrong, thank you. I want the first part of this to actually be, this set. Yep, exactly. Wax is our best friend. So, what happens if I just add these two together? Awesome. I need to clear my location out of that stack because it's going to confuse the issue. How... I need to locate... So we're gonna go ahead and location. I never remember which way location goes. I think it's this one. Awesome. Slight problem, I didn't put the stupid thing onto the stack first. We get to do that all again. Read! The new thingy I want to put into the space. And actually I could have, yeah, whatever, it's fine. No, the single dash is actually Bookkeeper's Gambit because I want to replace the hard-coded do everything in relation to where I am with giving us a place to put another vector. So we're doing Embedded Iotas because life is fun. Embedded Iotas is it's the latest and greatest thing in hexcasting that a bunch of people already know about. And I need that to happen. I need that one to happen again. Thank you. And then we're going to go ahead and take you. And we're going to locate. That's the wrong way. Comes to the point. We locate. So the point. Now it's fine. Oh, because I did it wrong. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Make my life easier. This one I don't need to actually worry about saving. I just need it to be like around temporarily, so when I inevitably mess up and don't have it, we're okay. Yeah, well, because bookkeepers because it's really simple and you don't use bookkeepers in a normal, like unless you're making a placeholder, you're never going to be using bookkeepers. Because bookkeepers is kind of the, like, it's kind of the if you accidentally just draw a line and like mess up and let go, you're never punished for using bookkeepers. So it's kind of this like empty iota that doesn't have another purpose. So if you have it in a sequence, you're not going to have a problem. Now I duplicate that. Let's try putting the actual iota on the stack instead of my entity. Well, and now when we locate... I don't know why I keep doing locators backwards. Okay, now when we locate it, we get a 4. So I will be doing something just as soon as I clear it off. Actually, 4 will be perfect. This is good. I don't need to locate it again. Yes, I do. I need that. And then we need this rotation gambit. Okay, cool. Nope, I was wrong. This rotation gambit. Oh, now I need the... I need this one. I need the one like that removes the thing. Surgeons. Surgeons! Yay! Go surgeons. I would not be able to express to you how many times I've done surgeons. Alright. So we're going to surgeon. Oh, come on. Is that not list number any? I didn't want surgeons. I wanted excisors. The surgeons is the... So when you have... Hold on. When you have this in your stack. Okay, when you have this big thing in your stack, you can do that location... You can do that location surgeons things with more complicated stuff. And then everything's happy. But I just need to clean my stack up. I already know it's a 4. It's fine. List number list. Okay, I already know it's a 4. List, and then we're going to take a number 4. What do I write for? There's 4. List number 4. The excisors is clockwise, counterclockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Cool, so that popped that out. Since I just removed the one in front, the next one's going to be 4 too, so we'll throw another 4 on there. We really could have made this way easier. And then we're going to go... Did I just... Clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay. So we have the place for the identity. Perfect. And now we can write this one to our beautiful spellbook. Alright. So we are going to take... Hold on. I need to go... Remember how what the order surgeons does. So surgeons is list number any. Alright. So we're going to put a list on the stack. We're going to put it on the stack again. We're going to get the location of every time. So now the nice thing is that I could probably just throw a 1. I could just use a 1. Instead of doing that whole process, I could just do a 1. Yeah, Hex Debugger is actually really nice. Alright, and we're going to take, like, we're going to throw this location on the stack here of, we're just pretend like I could just take where I am. I mean, I know it. I'm just doing a block. It's fine. I've drawn that wrong. There we go. Okay. We do all of those, and now when we do surgeons, you see how it's like embedded that block into our spell pattern? Isn't that beautiful? We're going to go to our new page. Actually, hold on. Page 4 was good, so let's not lose that. Honeycomb. Come here, Honeycomb. We're going to protect his precious baby. Must protect. I don't know. I'm saying it that way. I think everything is just a little better. Alright. Right, we're writing this into our spellbook via the magic of actually writing. Cool. So now when we cast this sentinel should start going towards... Yeah, so the sentinel is now going to that block that we marked before. And... But here's where it becomes the problem. Like, right? Like now, every time I want to do a different location, I have to write a spell book or write a focus or something. I can't just edit my my original spell needs to be this spell has to be executed numerous times to actually get to the right place. Which, you know, if I'm not there to like see where it is, like if I came, it has to be within render distance, right? So I can kind of like, I guess I could ballpark it, but like, I want to be able to send it to someplace I'm not actively looking at. Like, over to my horsey. I would like to be able to be like, find my horsey. And send it there. So this is where... Oh, hold on. Get this out of my hand before it is. This is where I'm running into problems. Because this is good as far as it's gone. We are now successfully moving the Sentinel towards a goal location, but it's doing it by recalculating it every time. So what I would like is to be able to test. Okay, I want to test the location of the Sentinel in relationship to a place I am, and then test and see if that length, or in relation to a place, and then see if that place is within 8 blocks of the Sentinel. And if it is within 8 blocks of the Sentinel, we instead of moving, we stop doing all of our hexes. Okay? I don't get the difference between the Charons and the jump command. And that's a problem. So we're going... Okay, let's just write a spell that tests and sees whether it's within 8 blocks. So that's going to be like... I'm just going to go ahead and start with an iota thing now, because I think it'll be easier to plug that in if I need to, instead of redoing it, because we know we're going to want that later on. So we're going to have our location here. We're going to have our Sentinel here. We are going to... I'm going to subtract them. We're going to subtract them. We're going to take the length of that. And then we're going to do a... So I now have a number. I have a number on the stack, and I need to test whether that number is less than something, which feels like a mathematics thing. So... Nope, it's a logic thing? Is it a logical operator? If the first number is greater than the second. Okay. What do I currently have on the stack? You can't copy the spell into a book. Hello, how are you? So you have a spell book, correct? Oh, come on. Right? Do you have a spell book? Because if you don't, it's going to be an issue. And then you've scrolled to a page that you have open. Default will be 1. And you've got your spell on your stack in this sort of kind of format. Like you have something where you have an introspection. And I'm messing up my own things. It's fine. We'll just throw there you go. Okay. Right, so we got that trash now. So you have something like that. And then you go ahead and, again, it has to be a spell book, not just a regular book. And you're going to use Scribe's Gambit, which is this little, starting from the center of your clock. Correct, exactly. Normal books and books and quill don't work. So the spell book is actually post-end because it does require a chorus fruit craft. So you may have to use, depending on the pack you're on, you may need to use a thought knot, or you may need to put it into a focus, is like the kind of earlier game way of saving things. But with a focus or your thought knot or your spell book, you take your Scribe's Gambit like this. And if you have some sort of error message, that actually would be really helpful for doing things. Hi, horse. You know what? I am actually literally going to clear the stack because I hate everything about the stack. Okay. I want to embed. We're going to have an embedded iota because they're fun. I'm going to regret using that as my embedded iota. No, because I can run locators more than once to hit it. I can get the first one with a 1. I can get the next one with locators. Fine. I really need to make a pattern. I need to make a pattern that does the locators system. Whatever. All right. So we take where we want to be. We take where the sun. Excuse you. We take where we want to be. We take where the sentinel currently is. We subtract them to see what the difference is. Okay. I now have a difference. I now have a difference. I want to find out how long that is. I know how long that is. I want to compare that number to the number 8. So we will put, that's not going to be enough room for an 8. So we'll throw an 8 on the stack. The fact that I learned that this is a pattern for 8 has made my life so much easier. I now have like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, not, well, yeah, 5, obviously. 6, 7's still kind of trash. 8 is, I mean, this is better than it could be. 9. I now have all the numbers from 0 to 10. Like, I can actually do them in patterns that aren't just spread out messes. Whatever. All right, so 8. All right, so we have our first number is how far away the sentinel is. And I want to see if it is less than the number 8. So we do minimus. Okay, so this now returns true when the sentinel is within ambit of our goal location. I don't need the sentiment. I don't need the sentinel to be placed in the goal location. I need the goal location to be an ambit. It says you need to place 3 iotas from in your other hand. Your other hand is spellbook. Okay, that means you are. Let me go ahead and throw this into a spell page real quick here. Right. Nope, that's reading. Okay, so what is going on here is that you are using. You're going the wrong way around. So if you've got your spell in the stack, to write it, you have to go counterclockwise. So as you come out from your clock, you're going to basically make like a right-hand turn and go around. What your error is saying is that you've come from the center and you've made a left-hand turn to go around the circle. And I'm saying like left-hand, right-hand because it's like it's clockwise and counterclockwise. Right? You see how those like look basically the same? If you look, I don't have a way to make this really big. I could probably make this really big. Options. Right on a scroll. Oh, okay, you got it. Yeah, I tend to over-explain things because, like, sometimes when I'm looking at stuff, yeah. And again, what you're going to want on the top of your stack is that's kind of like I didn't draw nonsense there, but you're going to want something that's like in this form with your with the little purpley. Assuming, well, yeah, inline is built into the pack is a requirement now, so that's good. But you are going to want it in an intro retro pair. You aren't going to want to have them. You don't want them strung out on the stack. And I'm here, thinking horse. You're a very good thinking horse. I was so sad when I couldn't do thinking lava, but now we're fine. And 8. Okay. So this is going to return false until we're done. As soon as it returns true, I want it to stop casting things. Aw. Oh, it's so cute. That makes things better. Very comforting. Okay. As when this is true, do this thing. When it is not true, no, other way around. When this is true, stop doing things. As long as it returns false, keep doing that. And this is where I need to learn how to do the Gemini Hermes thing. Oh. No, I don't. Well, that's just it. So this is not going to be something. So if we have like an entity involved, right? Like, don't have a way to work with that. So this is going to be something, like I will have gone to a location previously where that location was actually in my range, or I will be told about a location and I'll like work with abacuses. I don't know. That makes more sense. And I'll save the location to a spell book or to, you know, the Akashic Library, someplace. You know, save it. Put it on a focus. And then I would go, I want a spell where I can go, hey, this location that I saved previously, that's what we're actually trying to work with here. Because I mean, I actually also, I can, that reverse version that we came up with, for things that are like in my line of sight, we could use that reverse version to be like, when I, you know, we could use that reverse version, which I don't even have on here anymore. 2, 3, which one were you? Hey. Yeah, okay. So, you know the one where it like ran away from me? Like I could use that to send the sentinel over to an area. So I'm trying to get up one where I can't see the sentinel. But actually being able to send the sentinel away from me towards something I'm looking at and just kind of like go until it looks like it's close enough, that's a lot simpler, and that might be the way to go. But yeah, we already have the raccoons. Yeah. But actually, let me just... Hey, horsey. Oh no, my horsey is out of range. I mean, okay, it has to be in render distance. Anyway. Am I not holding the right spell book? Use you. What did I do? Oh, this is only the first half one. Okay, well, whatever. Wait, what are you? You are... Oh, actually, I can just work with these. That actually was gonna be really good. So we'll read this onto the stat. Excuse you, rude. I actually lost like 3 stabs the other day. Yeah, we'll read you onto the stack. Read you onto the stack. Add you together. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is actually the one that's kind of backwards, but that's fine. We'll write that into there. Cool. Here's the stack. Rid of it. Alright, so this now should do nothing. Well, you know, it's fine. I didn't need it to do things. I need my... What did I even think I was writing there? I don't... Yeah, but it would be with an add-on because you need to have the one that can actually turn it. So for my particular use at this time, I don't. Can't believe I did that. Add. Cool. Right. Yeah, okay, so this moves the sentinel away from where I'm looking, which is often in games until I'm sending it down into the ground. Yeah, alright. Yeah, okay, I've now completely broken it. It's... Like I said, it's all good until I drive it deep into the ground and I can't do anything about it. So that's not really going to work, is it? Like I thought it was going to, but no. Right, bring it back. I do not know why I have a focus with that on it. Oh, because I was trying out stuff. Oh, alright. Now the nice thing is you don't need to do, if you're teleporting a player, you don't have to do any of that. It's just when you're trying to teleport, like if you're trying to do anything else. So, I personally, like, so, right, okay, two situations. There's this world where I have every single add-on that works with 1.20.1 fabric, just a dot fabric, you know, it's cool. We have that classic Minecraft version, dot fabric, 1.20.1. In the server where I'd like to have spells to like do things for the purposes of like plot and drama and funness, there is hex casting, and I'm lucky that inline is included in it because there is only hex casting, just that. So like, there's a lot of things you could do to make is there like a hot bar? I know that there used to be an add-on that does interact with your hot bar, and like I don't know if they ever did page turning. What's this? Yeah, well, and this is like so it's less of a server and more of like it's a heavy role-playing server with like that they've been doing for like 3 seasons. So it's really a using Minecraft as a storytelling medium for like a very angsty D&D game. And I'm kind of like an NPC in it. And it's kind of fun. I pop on the server and then like, yeah, I one of the first things I did was made a flight spell that had a big range. So I just hop on the server and kind of fly around, you know, surrounding myself in symbols. For people to be like, oh no, she's there! Ah, one of the Great Witches! It's fun. And I got to do a little bit of improv and learn that I'm terrible at improv. Very sad. It's like in the middle of saying something, I'm like, hold on, what I'm saying doesn't make sense. Ah, I'm so sorry, I'm not making sense. So, yeah. I'm amazing, and you should totally watch what I did with it. It's fun. But does mean that we're not going to be seeing more hex casting added because it would create a big problem. Hello, how are you? How are you on looped? How are you on Gemini Hermes loops? Yes. I'm like, you know, in video games where you like click on the NPC and the NPC is like, hi, would you like to have would you like to have an unnecessary cutscene that you wish you could skip? Haha, loser. Well, like, just the other night, I was talking with somebody, I was talking along, and I'm like, okay, so the thing is, I'm trying to come up with an in-lore reason for you to be able to go back with your friend that I know you need to go back with to continue doing, like, your whole adventure that you were having, now that you're done talking with the NPC. So, let's just walk over to here and I'll just walk away. I was like, good night! It was nice to meet you! And then I ran away and I left the server. Cried. No, actually, I cried because it was patch night, and in between doing that, I was having to manually update 13 servers. So yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I honestly think of hex casting as being like a starting. I feel like it's actually a beginner magic mod. The problem is that like all the really cool stuff that people demonstrate are like, to do the hard stuff of hex casting is much harder than to do the hard stuff of other things, but to do the easy stuff of hex casting is much easier. So when people start comparing magic mods, you get these people who are experts who are like, oh yeah, well with hex casting, I can drop an anvil on somebody's head from across the map. And oh yeah, with Ars Nouveau, I can do chain lightning spells that just keep going until everything in the area is ravaged and there's nothing left but bare dirt. But like, I've done this rant before. I'm sorry. But I think that there's no harm in having your hex casting just be, I can place a light, and I can break the block, and I can grow a tree, and I can grow a flower. You know, like you can just have little basic-y spells, and then the rest of it is just details on, you know, what you've done to make it easier to work with those. Like maybe you add on a thing where when you crouch, you break 1 block, and when you stand up, you break 2 blocks. You know, if you crouch, you break 1 block. When you stand up, you break the block and also the block below it, so you can make a little tunnel for mining easier. Or you make a thing that, you know, detects the mobs around a block and says, hey, if you're a monster mob, you explode. And then you add on to that and say, okay, well, I don't want to actually break stuff, so we're going to put water there first. But I don't want water there, so after we put the water down, we're going to put another block down. But I want that other block down, so after we put the water down, we are going to put another block and we're going to do a break. Yeah. Just use a light spell to mine sometimes instead of making a new one. Nice. And that's the other thing. Like, you really have to be in the right headspace, I think, to develop your own hex casting spells. So having, like, it's so funny, like it goes through my head. Having some spells that you just keep. And this is, okay, and this is where hex debug is really nice. So if, for example, I should actually do this really properly. Hex debug lets you paste focuses into your creative world. Oh, it breaks spot and places light. Ah. See, and like for me, when I start out worlds, I'll do like a light trinket. Well, I do tend to do casting trinkets and focuses just because my brain can't handle it being more complicated. But like, I'll make like separate ones. Oh yeah, the size purifications. Yeah, I mean, I did it once, but then somebody pointed out that I like messed it up. I guess let's take a look at that. Like I have goals. I'm not gonna get anywhere with them. What is it called again? Stadiometers. Oh, it's like one of the basic spells, right? Like pattern things, pattern manipulation. Oh. Okay, well, anyway, what is the thing? What's the getting started? It's not getting started. It is vectors, naming actions, influences, item, iotas. 101? No, that's just gonna give me rotation. Oh. The fact that I can't just type the thing that I know the name of is going to... Oh, turtle grab. Yeah, I did put ducky peripherals in this. Probably shouldn't have. I thought people could have fun. Basic. Okay, I think it's basic patterns. I'm clearly wrong. Yep, okay. So stadiometers is like that. Paste purification. I need to do a thing with paste purification at some point, and I'm not sure what yet. Alright, let's find out how tall I am. I'm me. And I'm this tall. Nope. Apparently I'm not. Let's try that again. Oh, programmatically... Okay. Oh, it's... I drew it backwards. Alright, so I'm 1.8 tall. But somebody pointed out that you should check your scale with Pikui, so that your spells still work if you grow and shrink. So that's where it gets complicated. So, if we test Alright, so if we make a spell that... I should also test how big I am when I'm crouching, but I don't know how to do that. Like, if I crouch... Okay, so I crouch, and I'm me... And... 1.5. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have Bakui, it doesn't affect you, but, like, if you... So if you make your spell so it can handle that, then when you go into... Oh, that's a good point. Well, it doesn't really matter, right? So just make it without it. $1.5 is a stupidly annoying number. Alright, I want something... Okay, so we are going to start by testing my height. And then comparing it to 1.5, which means we need to have... 8, 2, 3... 3, 2, and a division. Okay, so now we're now taking my height and the number 1.5, and we're going to see if my height is greater than 1.5. The Kui definitely works. Actually, I don't know if it does work. It's definitely installable on 1.5. I don't think I actually have it on this pack currently. But it is in the server thing. Now, I think they're using some other method for changing the heights of people. I don't know if anybody's actually worked with hexcasting on that. Any booleans. Logical operators, I think. Okay, so now we are... Okay. If my height is greater than 1.5, we are getting a true. If it's less than, we're getting a false. So now I need to work with that with... Is it Boolean? Feels Boolean. Oh, that's not even a choice. Okay. Constants? Constants. Can we compare things with constants? No. What is this called? What are the chapter names again? Or genie lamped items. Patterns. I need a thing that like actually works with the fact that we've got this comparison here. It's not a meta evaluation. Tapes? No, not tapes. Text, list manipulation. You know what? Let's go ahead and assume it's... Might be mathematics. Let's see what this manipulation gets us. It gets us... Literally just list manipulation, like it says on the tin. And we need mathematics. Add, subtract, multiply, divide, power, length, or modulate. Alright. Where did they put this? Where did they put this again? Idea, inscription, basic patterns. No. Dimension iotas, quasi-random. That's none of those. None of those have anything to do with comparing things. Like, I thought logical operators would be it. But it's not. It's not. Number literals? Excel basic patterns? No. Stack manipulation. Okay, nope, hang on a second. I gotta go and look at the magical book online, because then I can find the thing. Textbook. Control F. I know I want augurs. Augurs purification. It is logical operator. No, it is not. Oh my gosh, it is logical operators. I just didn't turn the pages far enough. Isn't that so good? I have such a great... Yeah, well, except here's the thing. When you go to the index, and this is my, like, ongoing problem with hexcasting, I know that I want augurs something, but I just want to know how it works. I can't look it up. I have to look up logical operators, and then I have to click through, and then I have to click through until it It's not in there. Oh, it is in there. Okay. Yeah. So we have a Boolean. All right. So we're going to say... All right. So we're going to go ahead and say, if I'm taller than 1.5, I would like you to take the block that I'm looking at. In fact, we'll even be fancy, and we'll take the surface of the block we're looking at. Ooh, amazing. Oh, sure, now you say it. Take the block we're looking at, and then we're going to put a light on it. Yay! But if we are crouching and we're not greater than, right? Because equal is not greater than, we're going to look at a block. I really could use the carpet. Ah, exactly. I don't know. It would be nice if the search capability that we get in the website was able to be put into the book. And I kind of get why you can't do that. Just because, like, I'm assuming that, like, there's a fair amount of processing power that's necessary for that. Okay, so we're going to look at a block, and we're going to break that block. Cool. 1, 2. I really hope this works. It may not. It may actually fail because I may need to actually put Hermeses into both of these for it actually to work. Especially since... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Test my height. Do one thing, then do the other thing. I really think that it needs a Hermes. We'll just throw ourselves into page 6 because, like, life is good. Right. Cool. And clear that stack. Okay. So, what do we got? We got our beautiful artifact. Yay. So if I'm standing, it should... doing nothing because it's dumb. Okay. Because I didn't get it right. I mean, maybe, but, like, I have to assume that there's some reason that they don't just have at least the pattern names. Yeah, like, the fact that they're having to work with the, you know, that magical thing that gives us all of our... I think it's Violet Moon now. Well, whatever. The mod with all the things. Both of those need to have a Hermes put into there, and that's really cool because, like, I totally can just insert things into patterns now. We're just gonna make, like, a little test thing so I can make sure it works. I don't know. It is possible to change the scale of them, which is nice. Oh, I made a mistake doing it like that. What do we got? Just stay there. I want to I need an insertion thing, and I think that I don't have a good way to do that. Number at the top, replace the list at the top with the nth element. Replace, okay, that's selection. Vacant, locators. List number any. Okay, I already know Surgeons replaces it. Yep. Yeah, it might be. Surgeons replaces it. Okay, since I know Surgeons is gonna replace, I don't have a flux built in. Okay, well, everything is terrible, and we're just going to do this the hard way, because, you know, why not? I really wish I had a hex casting carpet. It isn't in this pack, is it? Yeah, caster's carpet is from our beautiful gloop. What is gone? Huh. Okay, that was fun. I learned about new things this then. We're just gonna literally copy all of this because I messed up one thing. So when you do this, it will pick those things, but all that does is it writes it to the stack, and then your stack from your artifact just kind of is like, okay, that was cool. I wrote it to the stack, and then it goes away because it's done. And we're gonna go 3, 2, divide, and compare. Okay. This is like literally everything I already did, except now we're going to put a Hermes into each of these little things so that they'll actually execute. And I don't know how to do the duplication-y thing to make it so you this whole sequence is a little less annoying. And I feel like just doing what I have memorized is better than trying to optimize. Addition, so we aren't a sad little pancake. And we'll put a Hermes here. Don't have room for it there. Can I put it up here? Beautiful. Alright, there's pattern 1. And pattern 2. I could write this into several parts, but it's fine. Okay, you're going to target a block. And break it. And I would like you to... because it's going to like write that to the stack and then it's going to do it. Am I seriously... Maybe I need just one Hermes and not these Hermes. This actually may fail. Just realized. Okay, cool. We're going to go to a new spell page because I probably just messed that up. I probably just actually need to throw Hermes at the end of it. It occurs to me, you're reading it, don't you dare read. Reading is not the goal. Cool. And clear that stack. Okay, what do we got? Yep. Okay, I was right. Wait, I was right about the second thing. Read. Read. This is going to throw that to... Okay, so now we actually need a Hermes at the end, so consideration. I've just done it like this the first place, but that was too hard, apparently. At the end, I have confidence in this one, so I'll write it in. Cool. I'm standing, I break a block, I crouch, and I still break a block, because apparently, when I crouch, I'm not really 1.5 blocks. So that was fun. I'm glad I did that, and not, something helpful with my life. I need the basic. It was basic patterns. And Insanity and stack onto its height. Cool. And then we have mathematics. Did I? Hold on, maybe I made this backwards. Nope. Because my height doesn't change when I'm in the air. Okay. Check my height. Compare it if my height is greater than 1.2. No. Compare if my height is greater than 1.5. If it's greater than 1.5, break a block. I don't understand why de minimis works this way. It's... Maximus. It's a logical operator, not a... It was literally right next to it. If the first number is greater than the second, return true. Otherwise, return false. So, if it is true, do the first thing. So this should be saying it should be placing down a light. Did I actually remember to put augers into that after all of that? Because I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I think I'm placing a light and then immediately breaking the light. I didn't put augers into any of that. Ah, I hate everything. Alright. We're gonna try something. It's gonna be terrible. It is going to be the worst thing ever. It's probably going to need like the Swindlers thing. But I don't feel like writing this all out again. Wait, hold on. I am going to make a can I do this? Thank you, please. Oh my gosh, please, 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 please let me put an augers in here. What does an augers look like? Augers is the fishhook thing, as you said. Oh, it's like almost the jester's thing. Okay. Please just where are you? I want to like insert before. Come on. We're gonna use the splicing table and it's gonna be wonderful and it's not gonna make us sad. We're moving everything that way. No, we're not. We are. I do not know how to make this go in there. This is a thing from I don't know where. This is a tool from Hex Debug. Which is incredibly powerful, except that now it's not doing anything I want. You know what? This'll be good for me. This'll be good for me. Give me back the... It's supposed to let you, like, manipulate things. And it also lets you, like, paste in patterns from outside the world. The people who are powerful at hex casting are all very sad about it. I am therefore kind of pleased with it. Okay, entity on the stack. Figure out how tall it is. Can't believe I didn't actually do the comparison. Then we're going to compare it to the number 1.5, which we are going to account. I could just do a divide by 2 in the course of that, but I don't remember the number literal for it, so we're doing it as we're going to do it with magical division. Like there is a better way of doing a 1.5, obviously. Then we compare it. Then we augers it. And then at that point, oh, now I don't know if I want the Hermes in there or not. I'm going to not put the Hermes in there because I know how to do it easier now. I just did that wrong. Oh my god. You're... Okay. Alidade, work with me here. Alidade, please. Okay. And this is where I end up just like giving up on this mod for weeks and months at a time. You know, like you're going along, you're saying like, oh, never put that addition thing in there. Okay. Right. And there, I'm just kind of hoping I don't need a Hermes. Although it worked with a no, I'm gonna leave Hermes in. I'm leaving Hermes in because I think that it is actually necessary. So I think otherwise I literally just push each pattern to the stack and I don't actually execute them, which, you know, is a problem. So there, and then we grab our Hermes. Where did I've just forgotten to put, I missed an intro retro pair. I missed a retro. After all that, I missed a retro. It's retrospect. It's like the absolute most annoying thing ever. And that's why the splicing table would be fantastic. Because then, if it worked, it would be so amazing. Because then you could just go in and be like, okay, I realize I need to put this one little symbol in that I messed up. Please help. And we're going to gesture starting from here, backwards. Retro... Intro 1. Actually, Intro 2, but it's close enough. Intro 2. Yeah. I think that... I mean, I feel like it's a user error because I know that other people are able to use it. Chloe from the Hexcasting Discord is running a... Oh, excuse me. Chloe from the Hexcasting server is running a... like Hexcasting themed pack with like all the add-ons and things and like a bunch of other stuff. And splicing table, they have like one set up in the world. It does work. Is my understanding. I've drawn this pattern wrong. I'm just gonna do it like this mostly so it like it's my conception of it. Okay, so now we got that going. Then we did this side of it. And do you ever notice how much entities move around when you try to target them? Like, I did not know how you do a spell against an entity without writing it into a focus or something, because they move around like a lot. And possibly unnecessary Hermes, but we'll pretend like it is necessary. And I should now only have one retro pair before it actually goes. Oh, amazing. And then we're going to go ahead. See, that didn't actually do anything. When I did that Bookkeeper's Gambit, it didn't do anything because it's free. I am going to just assume that didn't push the stack, but at the same time, trust and verify. There you go. Page 8 definitely doesn't have anything going on with it, right? Okay. And then clear that. Okay. Excuse you, rude. Page 8, thank you. Expected 3 or more arguments. What do you mean you expected 3 or more arguments? What do you mean you expected... You stupid... Oh, I put augers in the wrong place after all of that. Ah! I need augers. I need... augers. Okay. These things... This is good. It is good to do learning. It is good to do learning. I believe in myself. The 27th time is going to be the time that it works. I believe in myself. Are you my thinking horse? Yes, you are. Come on. Come along, thinking horse. I needed augers to be after those. Because it's of how the thing counts it. The sad thing is I've made a spell like this before, but now you see why I haven't made a spell like this recently. I'm gonna look up how I'm going to just be ambitious. Number of literals. What's a divide by 2? Divide by 2 is a sharp right. Okay, can I do a sharp right on a 3? Let's see here. Let's give myself even more room to look at what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, and then a sharp right is going to be like this. Okay. We're going to put that as a 1.5. That skips a couple of things. Then we're going to compare it. That gives us a Boolean. Then we're going to do the thing to do if it's true, which is going to be putting down a light. And we're doing it this long way because, again, I enjoy the fact that I actually do know some of these patterns by heart now. It's nice to not have to like look up every single pattern every single time for some stuff. The thing that places light, it might place a mage block. You know, one or the other. Potato. And then the second thing... The annoying thing is, if I had realized that, I actually don't really need to do it like this. I do have the version without the augers, so I could have just used that, but we're gonna... I'm carrying on with it. And now at this point, this is where we compare augers, which we do like so, little fishhook guy. And I'm gonna try it without Hermes, see what it does. Okay. And then we're going to write that in, lefty, loosey, righty, righty. Hop off our horse. Good horse. And... Go a sec. Really? Good stack. Okay. All right, that answers that question. Read. Hermes. Throw Hermes in there again. Okay. Okay. You should put it on speakerphone to make their brains break. All right, I am standing and it placed the light. Yay! If I crouch as I'm flying up in the air. Okay, so you can't crouch midair. I crouch when I'm standing on a block. How does it respond to me? Actually, how does it respond to you standing on a block? Does it still tell you know your own height? I'm actually curious. Let's find out. I'm standing on a block. Can I check my height? Okay, it is still the same. So there we go. We've got a format for doing that. Now here's where we're going to do adventurous things. Yay! Because why make life simple? Just because we figured out a spell. Okay. Actually, we need this one on the stack so I can have my reference for what I want to do. Okay. So I'm going to make another spell. We are going to check the height of the caster. And we're going to compare versus 1.5. If it's true, and you're going to have to be careful with this. If it is true, you're going to do this iota. And if it is false, hopefully that'll be fine. If it's false, we'll do this iota. And then we're going to see whether this is actually trash or if it works. Okay, and then you're going to execute the whole thing. Cool. And then we'll write it to page 9 because it's so beautiful. All right. So what I expect I'm going to be doing here is writing this. Then we're going to locate bookkeepers. All right. So so this is going to be our standing spell. I've already messed it up. It's fine because we have it written to a spell book. We need locators. Locators. Read this back out. Right, so in place of that, we want to do a spell pattern of... I don't know what's fun. We're going to look at an entity and do a very small explosion. And if this works, then Surgeon's Exaltation is going to fix it. Cool. All right. Then, and this is where I would need another copy of the spell. That's fine. We're going to Gemini this. We're going to consideration locate part 2 of our spell. This is good stuff. This is going to be amazing. I'm so sure this is going to work. And with this one, hold on, we gotta locate it first. Every single time. Okay. Oh, I did. Okay, well, let's just ignore that we did that wrong. Keep those two, drop. Keep, hold on. Keep, drop. 3 keeps and a drop. Let's try that again with locators. We're going to locate it. Beautiful. And we are going to do... So we looked at an entity and explode its head, but if I crouch... I'm going to... I don't know. Look at an entity and reveal it. Oops, let's actually look at the entity. Look at an entity and reveal it to the stack. And then we need surgeons again. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and write that in. All right. So, standing. We're not gonna explode our beautiful. That is our beautiful horse. We're going to find an entity. I really have that. I don't need that. You can just go there. We're going to have a volunteer pig. Hello, volunteer pigs. Okay, when we stand. No, is that not? We stand? No, why is it not? Grr, grr. Okay, well, I was all excited and it didn't work. So that was fun. Should have identified an entity. Why did I not identify an entity? Also, that wouldn't have worked anyway because it needs to be a location, not an entity. Yep, okay. I'm gonna go back to working on Hex, trying this stuff on Hex Studio another time. Actually, I'm gonna be responsible. Gotta be responsible. We're gonna be responsible. It's gonna be good. We already know that the breaking and light spell works, so let's go ahead and do it with those. So read this in. And read it in, duplicate it. So, hold on. Read it, duplicate it, consider this locators. Like, it feels like a good thing to just kind of have, honestly. I just did integration distillation because I hate myself, evidently. Okay, anyway, duplication, and I was saying locators, not integration thingy. Locate it. Beautiful. Cool. And we're going to replace it with a lovely little... I don't even know. Lovely little block break. Ooh, he's so pretty. Surgeons. Lovely. We are going to duplicate that to the stack. Locate our next victim. Iota. Locators correctly the first time. And then we're going to... And this is literally just make sure it works, because we are working with patterns we already know work. If we're doing something, if we're different, we do different things. That... I'm running out of room to put things because I've drawn things so badly. Okay. Look at the surface of the block. And put down a... And put... Help me. Put down a light. And then we're going to surgeons again. Now it should be basically the same thing. And we'll write it into here. I don't know why my other spells didn't work, probably because I messed them up. That's fine. Cool. Go to the club stack. Alright. So standing does one thing, crouching does another. Oh, because that's what we wanted to have happen. Okay, well, we created a framework for making crouchy spells. Yay, a crouchy spell framework. It was good. I'm getting sarcastic there for us. Time to end. Bye! Hope you got your folks okay.